Good morning. Welcome to our first and hopefully only virtual scholarship breakfast. We are so glad you're here. My name is Maggie Porter-Kratz, and I'm the Senior Director of Philanthropy here at the Madison College Foundation. This year looks a little different than most years. Usually we're sitting over breakfast and watching as the actual students you have helped share about that impact. So many of them just tell us how meaningful it is to know that real people are donating to pay it forward, to create an opportunity for them, to ensure that they have the ability to go to school. And they would love to all say thank you to you individually. So for now, please accept on their behalf. I thank you. Today we have a pretty powerful program. You'll hear some updates from the college and the foundation, a little bit about the impact that giving and legacy giving has had on the foundation, and you'll hear a lot from the actual students you've helped. We're excited for you to hear their stories and see how, especially during this incredibly difficult year, your investment has changed lives. We're excited. We're excited that we're able to present it to you this way. But again, hope that next year we will be able to gather in person. For now, please join me in welcoming the college president, Dr. Jack E. Daniels III.
Good morning and welcome, everyone. On behalf of Madison College and its Board of Trustees, it is with gratitude and heartfelt appreciation that I welcome donors to the Madison College Foundation Scholarship Recognition virtual event. As we have heard over and over again, the last 12 months are like nothing we have ever experienced. Our college, and particularly our students, have felt the stress and uncertainty in their lives, in the economy, in our systems of government and social justice. And through this uncertainty, the Madison College Foundation has found new and innovative ways to help students eliminate financial barriers to their educational goals and success. As donors to the Madison College Foundation, you are essential partners in these efforts, and I cannot overstate the impact of your generosity, especially now when our students are navigating so many unknowns in their lives. Thank you for your commitment to Madison College students and their success. At Madison College, we are hopeful for the future. With widespread vaccinations, continuing to be masked, and following social spacing protocols, continued good hygiene habits, open communication, and collaborative planning, we look forward to not returning to what we have known as pre-COVID, but what is the new environment. Over the last year, we gained valuable insights about how students learn best, and we are working toward a plan where there is a balance between remote and in-person classes. This plan will be flexible and able to move effectively with changes that arise. For summer 2021, there will be more on-campus learning options as compared to the summer of 2020. However, the emphasis remains on high quality and engaging remote offerings, not uncommon for a typical summer term. The planning strategy for fall 2021 is nearly complete. Fall 2021 will see a substantial increase in in-person classes. In-person classes include hybrid options. The ongoing adjustments to our fall 2021 plan also respond to lessons learned about student success, access, and the faculty experience over the prior 4 terms. The key to course offerings is to balance the need for in-person and remote classes within the 7 schools of Madison College. In some schools, in-person classes could be as much as 90 to 100%. In other schools, fully remote sections may equal 60% or less. Our goal is to meet student demand and the needs of our local employers, as we meet our mission of providing excellent technical training and transfer opportunities for our students. As we emerge into our new normal at Madison College, we will do what we have always done. We will offer an affordable, accessible, and high-quality education to our students and provide the supports that will help them be successful. And we will strive to create an environment where everyone in our diverse community feels welcomed and valued. Thank you for your efforts and your generosity. We value your partnership in serving Madison College students. Thank you.
The college faculty, staff, and administration have done an incredible job of making sure that the students have been supported throughout this time. Thank you for your leadership, Dr. Daniels. Now, this is a very special moment in our program to honor a person who loved our students and was probably our biggest champion for half a century. There are very few people who are as well known for their generosity and commitment in the Madison community as Jack Lussier. He was a huge supporter of MATC for 50 years and a major donor to the Madison College Foundation for 30 years. Jack frequently attended college sporting events, and he loved to have his hair cut regularly by our very talented cosmetology students. In addition, Jack would never miss a scholarship awards breakfast event, and he would probably be proudly wearing his MATC sweatshirt. When Jack passed, he left gifts to many causes that were dear to his heart. The Madison College Foundation was thankful to be a recipient of one of Jack's legacy gifts. Jack's generous gift has already provided many scholarships to deserving students. In celebration of Jack Lussier's life and his love of MATC, the mayor and the governor have declared today, April 29th, 2021, as the Lussier Family Day. We are honored to welcome Jack Lussier into the Emil J. Frautschi Legacy Society. We honor Jack and his family today, especially his daughter, Laura Lussier Lee, and his son, Jim Lussier. They have both continued on his legacy of giving and philanthropy to Madison College. Thank you. We are pleased to share the proclamations.
Whereas John H. Jack Lussier's support of Madison College, then MATC, dates to 1968, when the Evie Foundation, charitable arm of the Capital Times newspaper, began funding annual scholarships to student editors and reporters for the MATC Slant, the award-winning Madison College student newspaper, now known as the Clarion. The Cap Times was founded by Jack's uncle, William T. Evie, in 1917. Jack joined the newspaper staff after a sales career with Procter & Gamble. Eventually, he became chairman of the board and president of the Evie Foundation. And whereas, in 1988, Jack came to be a personal contributor, making major gifts annually and establishing a scholarship in his family's name, which endures. He also included Madison College Foundation in his estate. And whereas, in 2006, he established the Community Scholars Program with a leadership gift when Madison College sought to provide an opportunity for students to engage in community service. Community scholars were required to complete 80 hours of community service each semester in order to receive renewal installments of the award for up to 3 additional semesters. And whereas he was a lover of jazz, a drummer with several local bands ranging from Dixieland to big bands, Jack enjoyed spending time in Florida and always packed a washboard so that he could sit in on jam sessions in the Tampa area. As he aged, the full drum set became unwieldy, so he switched exclusively to the washboard and found great joy playing with a number of local accordion bands as well as jazz ensembles. Jack found time to support the music and theater programs of the Mitby Theater. And whereas he was not a fan of long-winded remarks, his own or those of others, Jack's trademark was his 1-minute speeches, which probably lasted 30 seconds, in which he thanked everyone but returned the spotlight to the students where he thought it belonged. And whereas Jack was a lover of nature and the people who seek to enjoy it, Jack provided funding for a number of environmental and parks projects. Thus, it is fitting that the Lussier Family Student Commons is an outdoor space here at Madison College Truax, was dedicated in appreciation for all Jack's efforts to make our area a better place to live, work, and play. And whereas all the members of the Lussier family continue to influence the Madison community through their generosity and service. Now, therefore be it resolved that I, Governor Tony Evers, on behalf of the residents of Madison, Wisconsin, do hereby proclaim April 29, 2021 as Lussier Family Day in the city of Madison.
We would like to thank Jack for his over 50 years of generous support to MAT students. In addition to the proclamation from the governor and the proclamation from the city of Madison, we have a special award for the Lussier family to give today. You should see it on your screen, and it reads the John H. Jack Lussier Legacy Award. I want to make people happy, he would often say as he implored people to call him Jack. A personally frugal man, a trait he said he acquired growing up in the Great Depression, he nevertheless was especially generous in helping what he considered worthy projects and programs. He funded about 80 scholarships to MATC students every year. Here are some words from his scholarship recipients. The overall gesture behind this donation will serve as a reminder to me that, even though most of my collegiate career has been hard, due to financial support, I can and I will succeed. And I am extremely humbled to be a recipient of the Lussier Family Scholarships. Thanks to this generous donation, I am able to continue on my educational path at MATC. So today we present the Emil J. Frauchi Legacy Award to the Lussier family with deep appreciation for Jack Lussier's leadership and generosity that has touched the hearts of MAT students for generations. Presented today, April 29th, 2021.
Hello, I'm Paul Fanland, editor and publisher of the Capital Times and a member of the boards of both the Capital Times Company and our philanthropic arm, the EVU Foundation. It is my distinct pleasure to thank you for today's honors on behalf of the entire Lussier family. As today's wonderful presentation suggests, Jack was a person who had an enormous impact on Madison College and on the entire Madison community. That spirit lives on through his children, Jim and Laura, whom I am representing today. As previously noted, Jack liked remarks to be short, and so much of his distinctive character and generosity has already been noted. But I want to say it was my honor and pleasure through the years to interact with Jack on very nearly a daily basis as he frequented the Cap Times offices and would share his reflections and life lessons with me. We all miss him, but are gratified how his legacy endures, including through today's very special honor. So on behalf of the Lussier family and all of us associated with the Capital Times, let me extend our heartfelt gratitude. Thank you.
And now we're at the part of the program we've all been waiting for. I'm excited to introduce to you 4 students from across our community who are going to share the impact that a scholarship in this past academic year made for them. Please join me in welcoming these students and enjoy.
Hi, my name is Kim. I am a Madison College student. I'm pursuing a dual major in business and human resource management. A little bit about myself is I am a licensed cosmetologist. I work full-time as a certified medical assistant in a neurology clinic. I am the first of 5 children to obtain a higher education. I have 3 children of my own, 2 girls and 1 boy, and I'm recently married. So I have a very busy life, but a very enjoyable life. One of the things that brought me to MATC was the flexibility that came with the school and the affordability. It was important for me to be able to take classes that accommodated my family and my jobs. Some of my goals when I graduate with my business management degree is to start a youth center, and with this youth center I'm hoping to teach young adults how to transition from high school out into adult life. My dream is to one day be in a position where I have enough financial resources that I too can award somebody with a scholarship that may be that may help them in a time that they really needed it, and hoping that it blesses them the way that the award that I won has blessed me and my family. Talking about the award that I received for school was the Amy Stevenson Memorial Award, and I remember getting my notification for this reward and just feeling a wave of emotions, from excitement to tears of joy, because I had been saving money for a year to go to school, and then COVID happened, and so all the money that I had saved was ultimately used to compensate for expenses that we had lost. And I remember just crying about it, because I was like, I worked so hard to save this money for school, I'm not going to be able to go. And so I started to wonder about the scholarships. And the day that I went to look for the scholarships, it was like the day that they were due. And I was like, I'm a person that has to prepare for everything. And so I remember freaking out and just praying and hoping that somebody thought enough of me to believe in my dreams and support my educational goals. And so when I got the notification for the Amy Stevenson Award, I was so excited. Like, all I could do was cry, because it was like my prayers were answered. Like, there was somebody that believed in me just as much as I believed in myself. And so one thing I really just wanted to say to my donors was thank you so much. You really did come in and save my day, save my life. Like, this is something that I've been wanting to do for a long time, and it took me a whole year to save up for it. And even when I was getting ready to give up, just you choosing me for the award really just reassure me that there are people that's out there that care about you and support you, and it's important to continue fighting for the things that you believe in. And so again, I can't thank you enough for your donation. You have really given me an opportunity to pursue my dream. I also want to thank Madison College for allowing me the opportunity to speak here today, and to get to know, allow all of you to get to know me a little bit better.
Hello, my name is Erdi. I'm a student at Madison College, and I'm a part of Scholars of Promise. I'm an incoming freshman. I'm a freshman right now. I'm majoring in economics. That's my major, and I plan to transfer to a four-year university. I'm thinking either UW-Madison or UW-Milwaukee. Yeah, so I moved to America 5 years ago in 2016. I came from Albania. And so I went to West High School. The way I heard about Scholars of Promise was, I remember it was when I was a junior in high school. It was during lunch. A couple of Madison or Scholars of Promise recruiters came to the counseling office, and I happened to be there, and I heard about the program. I heard people talking about it, and then I asked, and then, I heard the recruiters talk about the program, the benefits and whatnot. And I'm like, okay, this sounds like a great idea. And I qualified for all the requirements. So I'm like, why not do it? And so that's how I found out about the program. I'm so grateful about it. And, it's a great program. I myself work for Scholars of Promise. I'm a peer advisor. So I help students navigate through the classes, through the courses, as well as answer any specific questions they might have about the program, specifically about applicants that are incoming freshmen to Madison College. So yeah, the experience has been great for me. The great thing about it, I would say, is that, it's easy to keep up with the requirements. What I love about it is also the fact that although you might not be a full-time student, you're still eligible to be part of the program. You just don't get full tuition. And lately, this last semester, Scholars of Promise has collaborated with the RISE programs. So each RISE each SOP student is placed into a RISE program, which means additional support, additional mentoring. You have your own advisor. Um, it's kind of like, if I'm being completely honest, I did not have the same support in high school. I expected college to be a way harder experience, but with you just have to be on the lookout for specific programs like Scholars of Promise or the RISE programs that help you and guide you your way through college, because it is not just a walk in the park. It's actually a tough experience, not only financially but also morally. You invest like 40 plus hours in a week, so it can be very tired mentally. But like I said, with the help of Scholars of Promise and the RISE team, I'm doing great so far.
Hi everyone, my name is Araceli, and today I'm going to use this space to share my story with you. I am originally from Mexico, from a small town about 3.5 hours away from Mexico City. I grew up in a small farm, and I am the oldest of 3 siblings. Where I come from, there are very strange views of what women should be or should not be. And unfortunately for me, my parents share some of those views. They had the idea that I was meant to just get married, have kids, and that pursuing a college education was kind of a waste of time and money. So when I graduated from high school, I was told by my dad that I was pretty much on my own and that I should just get a job and just wait to get married. Of course, I didn't share that, and I moved out. I went to the city, and I was able to get a job, and I worked full-time and enroll in school part-time. Things got really difficult for me because with what I was making, I couldn't afford to pay for housing, for my school, my expenses, and everything. It was really difficult. There were no scholarships available, at least no 20 years ago where I come from. It got to the point where there were days that I would go to school and then I was aware that I could either pay for my printing stuff or buy lunch. I knew that this could get me sick. I was already stressful and financially drained. So eventually I just quit. I said, no more, I'm just gonna take a break, work for a while and save money and then resume. However, years passed and that didn't happen. I got married. I came to the United States, got married and had kids. And when you have kids, they become your priority. At least they became my priority and my spouse's priority. We worked really hard. We bought a house and we've been taking care of our kids since then. My husband is from Madison, and he also didn't graduate from college. His reasons were very different from mine. He got a lot of opportunities, he just didn't have the will to do that. However, we sat down and we discussed it, and he said he wanted to go back and finish, and he knew I wanted to do the same, so we took turns. He graduated from Madison College about 3.5 years ago, and then he said, okay, now you go. He was very supportive and I'm very thankful for that. I will be graduating next December from my HR Management Associate's Degree program. I am very happy, I feel accomplished, and I am very grateful, especially from all of those donors out there that provided us with the scholarships. They've been truly a blessing for me and my family. I do appreciate very much that help. Thank you very much.
Hi everyone. My name is Alexander Lohmiller. I'm 22 years old, and I am a Madison College student. I am currently enrolled in my last year of the Human Services program, and I plan to graduate with my Human Services Associate's degree and an Addiction Studies Technical Diploma. I first heard about these scholarships through Madison College and my professors within various emails encouraging students to sign up and complete an application to see exactly which scholarships students could be eligible for. Although this is my last year of college, I had never applied for a scholarship before. I think it was very hard for me to ask for any help, especially financially, but the impact that this scholarship has had on my educational journey is one that is not easy to express, because without the support from my donor and from Madison College, I would not be able to continue my academic career and be able to graduate. A little bit about me: I was born in Madison. Around elementary school, I moved to a small town that's about 25 minutes away. I grew up in a home that was pretty verbally and emotionally abusive, and that really affected my relationship with myself and with school, both socially and academically. I just sort of kind of gave up. I didn't have the self-confidence, and I did not think that I was smart enough to be able to get good grades. In my senior year of high school, I came out as transgender, and I mentioned I lived in a small town, so I think there was about 52 people in my graduating class. So everyone knew everyone, and everyone knew everyone's business. And although I've been through a lot of struggles within my life, as we all have, I am very thankful for the amazing support system that I've had through my family and my friends. And it wasn't actually until my senior year, being able to live as my authentic self and really kind of gain that confidence and self-love that I had never really experienced throughout my life, it really made me think about my future and what I wanted to do, if I wanted to go to college, because I didn't think that I would ever be able to get into college. Through learning about Madison College and having them attend my school a few times, I knew that this was the institution I wanted to continue my academic career at. And they worked with me through my legal gender name change, my transcripts. Madison College has truly helped me feel heard and seen and celebrated, and I don't believe that I would really get that experience with a lot of other institutions. Although I don't know exactly what population I would like to work with, I know that I would like to work within the social work field, and once I graduate, I plan to work with individuals with intellectual and developmental disabilities. If I were face to face with my donor, I think it would be very hard to articulate the amount of gratitude that I have for them. The fact that they took the time to read my application, to hear my story, and decide to help a complete stranger is something that I am forever grateful for. And I think that Madison College and all of the donors are truly helping make people's dreams become a reality. And I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart for all of the support that you've showed students, and for allowing me this amazing experience, and the fact that you've all listened to my story. I'm very grateful, and I hope you all have a wonderful day, and thank you so much.
Hello, and thank you for joining us today. Gathering virtually like this is not the same as our usual time of gathering, and yet I am grateful to be here with you today. I want to start by saying thank you. Because of you, we awarded 1,404 scholarships this academic year to students like Alexander, Kimberly, and Araceli, whose stories were all so personal and so moving. They are just a small representation of the students whose lives you are impacting. It's not an overstatement to share that your help is the difference between these students accomplishing their goals or having to put them on hold. So thank you so very much for your generous support. Many of you joining today are here for the first time because you established a new scholarship fund over the past 2 years. Welcome and thank you. Next year, we truly hope to say hello in person at our annual scholarship breakfast, where we gather with students and donors. 2020 was a challenging year, and yet you stood with us to support our vision that no student be denied an education due to financial barriers. So thank you for your support. I'd like to share a few of our 2020 by the numbers to highlight the impact of your generous gifts. We were able to award 1,500 scholarships during the academic year. 3,500 emergency grants were provided to students in need in partnership with the college. More than 30 new funds were established, and over 590 new donors supported Madison College students, and over 290 donors gave to the Student Emergency Support Fund. We are so grateful for your gifts and your help spreading the word to others about the numerous lives changed in our communities through the Madison College Foundation. Thank you again. It is also with gratitude that I recognize and thank Jack Lussier's family and friends for joining us today. As you heard earlier, Jack was more than a donor to us. Jack was family. Jack always advocated for us to receive funding through the EVU Foundation, and he personally gave generously year over year. And he loved sitting with the students at the scholarship breakfast every year and hearing their stories. Jack never missed the event, and we certainly miss having him here. Jack left a transformational gift that provides scholarships as part of his estate, and we are very grateful for his generous gift. We truly honor Jack today and are so pleased to welcome Jack into our Emil J. Frautschi Legacy Society. I want to take this moment to share that if you have been thinking about your legacy as it's tied to the Madison College Foundation, we would love to help you craft a meaningful plan for the future. We are working on growing this important group. Look for more information in our newsletters and visit the web address that should be showing on the screen now. In that same vein, I want to take this moment to recognize everyone who has established a fund in memory of their loved ones during this last year. It is an honor for us to be included as part of your loved one's legacy. Thank you. This concludes our program today. Thank you again for attending, for donating to the foundation, and most importantly, supporting our students. We look forward to seeing you in person, hopefully very soon. Stay safe and have a wonderful day.